Good morning, Facebook. We're here again for an FCHS Live. We're cooking in the kitchen. We'll wait another minute. I know some people like to join us live. I hope you joined us last week when we made smoothies. Hi, Daryl.
Hello, Daryl.
We're going to wait 1 minute and see if anyone is joining us live today. A lot of people caught us on the replay last week where we made smoothies. Good morning. So we are ready for some pizza for lunch today.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
All right, while we're waiting, we're gonna just get started with the dough. Our hands are washed, our counter is sanitized, and I'm gonna cut this in half. A fun thing that, instead of a trivia question this week, I wanted to quiz Nicole on some of the tools that we're using in the kitchen, because that's a great way to just do some education when you're cooking in the kitchen with your kids. So, do you know what this is called? Take a guess what it could be. When I chop things up, I scoop things up with it.
I don't know.
It's a scraper, basic scraper. So, what we did for pizza dough, and you can certainly make your own pizza dough with flour and water and yeast and some thyme. We like to just buy pizza dough from the local pizzeria. And now, actually, we got the idea of this topic from our last Friday's dinner. What did we do last Friday?
We did pizza.
We made homemade pizza. So we went to our local pizzeria helping to support small businesses, and they actually made a pizza kit that they were selling where they gave us not just the dough, but sauce and the fresh mozzarella cheese, which was really cool. So we had gotten a whole dough. So when you're cooking with your family, you can make one giant pizza. We all wanted to make our own pizzas because we like different toppings. So we took the scraper and I broke the dough into 4 sections. All right, so right now we have 2 because we already pre-made 2 for Nicole and myself. So Nicole, have fun with that for a minute. Roll it out, make it flat. You want to have a little dough on your counter, a little flour on your counter so it doesn't stick.
I'm gonna need the roller.
Take the roller. I'm gonna check our pizzas.
Roll it, except it's okay if it gets stuck on the roller a little bit. And just keep on rolling.
And you can have fun with different shapes because our pizza really doesn't come up in a circle.
So it's not really working, but I could just like.
All right, I'm gonna make mine because we are making pizza for my husband and my son.
So
All right, just keep rolling it out. Now what you want to do to bake the pizza, I have a pan that I already lined with parchment paper so the pizza doesn't stick. So you can do that. I set the oven to 475 degrees to heat up, and it really only takes about 10 minutes to cook.
And make sure that when you have the dough, there's no holes in it, so it won't come out.
Right, you want to pop all those bubbles out.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just a little stretch, so I'm gonna grab our pan. We could fit 2 personal pizzas on a baking sheet. You just kind of want to stretch it out. Now you can use any toppings that you like. The toppings that we had in the refrigerator, I really like fresh spinach on my pizza.
There's also some colored peppers. There's some orange, yellow, and red.
Yeah, we really love rainbow peppers, and again, since we're really not hitting the supermarkets that often now, we're trying to use things that we have in our pantry. I had a bag of the mini rainbow peppers, and I knew I wasn't using them, so what I had done the other day was actually slice them up. So these are perfect sizes for the pizza. So I had sliced them up and put them in a Ziploc bag and froze them. So I took them out this morning and they were ready for our pizza. Okay, and then I also like mushrooms, so I have some fresh mushrooms that we chopped up. Okay, that's okay. Let's get these in the oven. Do you want to grab those jars and tell them what other vegetables that you can use?
So there's artichoke hearts.
Show them artichoke hearts.
Artichoke hearts.
What else could you use?
I'm just gonna put it over here.
Okay.
There is some. I think these are olives.
You could use olives.
The medium olives.
And you can even have fun and make faces on your pizzas as well.
And there is also sun-dried tomatoes.
Sun-dried tomatoes. You could use fresh tomatoes. You could use cherry tomatoes. So the possibilities are endless.
But I wouldn't recommend it. For my pizza, I'm gonna do some peppers.
All right. So let's start with the sauce. And what tool are we using to put the sauce on the pizzas?
A spoon?
It's not a spoon, it's a ladle. Okay.
So
These will stretch.
take it. It's a little drippy. Just
Can you
go
see?
over there.
Okay.
Just gonna
Nope. Okay, now you take the back of the ladle and leave room for the crust.
and just smear it. It's
Ladle.
okay
That's
if you don't have crust because I kind of put a lot on
It's okay.
and it's
All right, so do a little more for this one.
that's enough sauce, I think. It's just kind of need
Come
to
on, we need
get
to
it,
hurry up.
smear it. That should be enough. Gonna slurp.
And just, right, you just get the edge and you leave some crust. Thank you.
That should be enough.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put it back in there.
Then we're gonna add our cheese. Again, mozzarella is perfect.
Yes.
But if you don't have that, you can use any kind of cheese that you have. Even if you have leftover chicken in the refrigerator, you can mix that up with some hot sauce or make like buffalo chicken and even use cheddar cheese on your pizza.
This is cheddar, right?
This is mozzarella cheese.
Oh.
Okay, we're gonna just sprinkle that on.
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
It kind of shrinks back. That's okay. This is just fun because you could just use your creativity.
I think Daryl's the only one watching.
Well, they're gonna come back and learn how to make pizzas on the replay.
No.
So if you are watching on the replay, hashtag replay so that we know you were here. Now you can also use ricotta cheese. We're gonna make little clouds.
I don't really like ricotta clouds.
I'm gonna just give Jack a few clouds.
That's Jack's pizza.
Even if you don't have red sauce, you can even make white pizza without the red sauce. We'll just do a few clouds for him. But he's not putting any toppings on.
That should
So.
be enough cheese.
All right. Yes, because we put a lot of cheese on the one that was cooking and it kind of spilled over. All right, Nicole, I'm just gonna add a little bit more cheese to yours. All right, so we're gonna put this in the oven for about 10 minutes. And our last, we're gonna use, you know what tool this is?
Spatula.
A spatula. Okay. So Nicole, here is your pizza. Fresh out of the oven. How does that look?
So quick.
So quick. Now this is the one we made. And I'll get mine.
Now you can see there's only 3.
So I use spinach, peppers, and mushrooms on mine. And we're gonna cut it. What are we gonna cut it with, Nicole?
We're gonna cut it with the pizza roller.
The pizza cutter.
Pizza.
All right, you wanna try?
Just cut it in half.
Why don't you cut it in half? It'll be easier to eat. It's still hot.
Remember to slice it.
So this is something really fun that you can do with your family. Like I said, make one big pizza. Everyone can make personal pizzas with your toppings, and it just gets kids in the kitchen and spending some quality time with your family and enjoying a good lunch. Oh, let's keep it down here.
It's not working.
All right, I'm gonna do 3.
No.
Because it's hot.
Okay.
All right, it's actually too hot to taste right now. So thank you for watching our homemade pizza. Next week, we are going to turn tables and go to a sweet treat. We're gonna make apple ring donuts. That's gonna be a lot of fun with the kiddos. So if you're watching this and you have little ones at home, have them watch this with you so that they get inspired to cook in the kitchen. Was it fun?
Yeah.
I can't wait to eat this. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Bye.